This morning I wake up and I go to one of my favorite restaurants called Rise. I sit at the bar, it's immediate seating. I order me a hazelnut cappuccino, a water, and I order the egg tart, which is my absolute favorite. So I am sitting there, I'm eating, I'm sipping my coffee, I'm doing a little work, I'm reading, I'm sending some emails, I'm reading. This is what I'm doing. And so I am at the very edge of the bar. And the bar probably goes, it probably has 20 seats. All of the 19 other seats are completely empty. So as I'm sitting there, there's a couple that comes. I have my coat and my purse in a seat. And then there is another seat. And then this couple comes and sit in the following seat. So it's two seats in between us. One of the seats has my coat, my purse in it. So I'm eating, drinking, doing all the things. And a guy comes in. And of course, he doesn't sit in the seat where my purse and my jacket is because that is taken. He sits in the seat right next to that, which happens to be the seat right next to the lady and the gentleman. So I was like, well, this is interesting. This is not the choice of seating that I personally would have taken. So I was just like, that is odd. But, I kind of scoop my chair over a little bit that has my coat and my purse in it. And then I go back to reading, eating, sipping, working. That's what I do. And so he sees the book that I brought in to read. It's about the Enneagram. And we'll talk about that later. That we'll put that in another video. And so he's like, "What are you reading?" No, he's like, "What are you working on?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just sending a few emails, reading." He's like, "Oh, what's the book about?" And I said, "It's about the Enneagram. Have you taken it?" And he said, "No, what is it?" I said, "It's about your personality, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah." And so he's like, "Oh, interesting." And so then I go back to eating, sipping, reading, and working. All the while, I'm like, it was some more seats down there you could sit in instead of, but anyhow, I digress. And so then he asked me, what kind of work do I do? And so I tell him, I'm about to retire and I also work at a online school, and then I help people find their purpose. And so he was very, so at that point I am like, let me close what I'm doing and just connect with the person. And so listen, we go on to have the best 15-minute conversation about life, purpose, what he did. And interestingly enough, he is a neuroscientist slash medical doctor slash at one of the hospitals, one of the local hospitals. And I was like, it's very interesting, Tawana, because had he not sat here, you would not have had a beautiful conversation that unfolded. So much so that he was telling me that he, in January 1st, he was going to stop backing off of the research that he was doing on a certain aspect of the brain to enjoy more of his life. And I was like, so interesting. I was like, well, hey, I help people find their purpose. So he's like, here's my card. I want us to keep in touch. And I thought it was so great because number one, he did what I would never have sat there. And so you never know what experience you will have once you open yourself up to a new experience.